from his studios in New York, it's time for Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports meets life. Here's your host, Dan Tortora.
Welcome here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on wakeupcalldt.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. Happy to be here with you this morning on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora here on the airwaves of mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt, the live feed, and of course on wakeupcalldt.com's homepage where you can pick up the live feed just by being on the home page. So however you're listening, desktop, laptop, any type of smartphone, iPad, iPod, whatever. If you got the internet, you're listening in to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, and I thank you so much for tuning in to the show and being a part of today's special broadcast. We're going to start off the show this morning with a West Genesee girls basketball special. This West Genesee girls basketball special is going to feature the head coach, Stafford Spreter, as well as Aleysha Castanon, Madison and Mackenzie Smith, Kaitlyn Walker, Lilly Goodsell, Camryn Corbett, and Tara Osterdale, and that is all going to start in just a second here. After that, we are going to get into the ingredients to success, proudly brought to you by Utica Pizza Company, and it's a Utica thing, so I'm ecstatic about the opportunity to speak with you right now from the Wildcat Sports Pub special with West Genesee, and then to move forward from there and to have the ingredients to success. So a great show set up for you featuring the West Genesee Wildcats girls basketball team. So without further ado, let's take a step aside to hop into it right now.
This is a wake-up call fast break.
For all of us that have always wanted our favorite restaurant to come to us, it's now a reality in Central New York with It's a Utica Thing, with Utica Pizza Company bringing their wonderful recipes that they've handed down through generations to you, to your event, to your business, to your home. It's a Utica Thing, proudly bringing Utica Pizza Company on wheels to your location. Call 315-738-8946. That's 315-738-8946 to bring Utica Pizza Company to your doorstep with It's a Utica Thing.
I'm George Townsend of Honda City with some good advice when buying a new car. The true cost of owning a new car is determined by the appraised value when you trade it. No vehicle appraises higher than a Honda. Next, look for low APRs and deep discounts. You also want low maintenance costs and great fuel economy. That's why my advice to you is to buy a new Honda. Looking pre-owned, visit our Honda Certified Used Car Center. Honda City, 7140 Henry Clay Boulevard, Liverpool, or HondaCity-CNY.com.
It would be a pity if you don't shop at Honda City.
This is Jimmer Sikowski, owner-operator of Chick-fil-A Cicero, 7916 Brewerton Road in Cicero, right in front of the Home Depot. I had a deep feeling that God wanted me to do something bigger with my life and to help people, help others. He kept putting Chick-fil-A in my life, and I realized as I was going through the franchise selection process that positively impacting the lives of others was really core to what we do here at Chick-fil-A. First of all, it starts with the food. The food is brought in fresh daily. We bring in local produce. We prepare to order in the kitchen. We hand bread our chicken. We hand spin our milkshakes. It's great food. It doesn't taste like fast food. I think the second thing is the way people feel when they come in a Chick-fil-A restaurant. It's different. We try to treat people with intentional kindness here, which is very different and deeper than good customer service. And so I think it feels remarkable for most people to come in a Chick-fil-A restaurant. And then lastly, the impact that we try to have in the community is very different. It's a big part of the expectation of every operator of a Chick-fil-A restaurant is that they're actively engaged in their community, they're a leader in the community, and they're making a difference. When they realize that what we're striving to do is to shine a little light in their life, that's a very, very different experience than you will have in any other quick service restaurant. And it's that remarkable experience that I think people will emotionally connect with.
All right, welcome here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora live on location. We're here with the West Genesee Wildcats girls basketball team. To my right is head coach Stafford Spreter. We also have Aleysha Castanon, Tara Osterdale, Kaitlyn Walker, Madison Mackenzie Smith, Camryn Corbett, and Lilly Goodsell. If you can give everyone a round of applause, including the team itself that is surrounding us over here. So the way these formats work, every single month, Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, and of course, I'm your host, Dan Tortora. We're here once a month with West Genesee. We have a different team every month, or we might bring a team back or mix it up a little bit. We've had girls basketball here before. We've had Stafford here before for a couple shows, and this is our first one of this season. Format is we're going to talk basketball first and foremost. Second part of the show, I put all of the young women and Stafford on the hot seat. Third part is they put me on the hot seat in a thing we like to call rapid fire. They have to answer every question I ask them, no matter what it is, and then I have to answer what they ask me. So with that being said, we're going to start things off with Coach, and just what you could say, Coach, about this season and getting ready and prepared for 2018-19.
We're really excited this year. We've got a group, we got a lot of seniors. We've got 7 seniors, and we've got 7 sophomores, and we got 7 juniors, and we've got 1 sophomore. So we're definitely a veteran team. We're a mature team. Kids are self-motivated. Kids know where they want to go, know what our goals are, and really, really excited about our opportunity this year. We think we got a lot of talent, and we're working hard. So we want to go far. We'd like to win the section again and play well. But the biggest thing is, we have big goals. We do have big goals, but the biggest thing is we really want to get better every day and come closer together as a team every day. And that's really what it's all about.
Coming off of winning sectionals most recently, just what you can say about building off of that, those moments, and obviously returning players from that team.
Well, it's great to have that sectional experience. So when you're getting into close games and you're getting into situations, the kids have handled them before. So to have that experience is invaluable. So we have a lot of experience this year, and that's going to help us along the way. And we're really excited about this season. And not just about where we're going, but every day working together. That's what it's all about, and we're enjoying it.
I'm going to go to the Smith sisters who were with me last time here. I'm going to go to Mackenzie first. So, Stafford, if you can hand that mic over to Mackenzie. Just what you could say about building off of last year, what last year taught you about this team, and what you could say about coming back for another go at it.
I think we have the ability to have fun and work hard at the same time. So it's a lot easier to get better when you're enjoying what you're doing. So I just say that.
You would say that would be the piece of it. Okay, Madison, what you can say about playing alongside these young ladies as well as your sister. What you can say about playing alongside the team that you have as well as your sister.
Like this year we're all a lot closer than the previous years. Like we all get along really well. So our team chemistry is a lot better this year already. It's just to be better than like last season. And like obviously if you're closer off the court, it's going to show on the court. And we're just excited to play this year. Try to go far.
Building off of the sectionals, just what you can say you took away from last year.
As long as you work hard and take into consideration like what he teaches us, and we know we can like make a run to states and just keep pushing through it.
Fair enough. Aleysha, I'm going to ask you now. What you can say about this team, what it feels like in practice this year, just what the environment and the culture is around this year's team.
Honestly, this year I feel like we're more together, and we already started off playing as a team. Like last year, I feel like we're like further behind than this year. Like we pick it up each game, and it shows. What we do in practice, it shows in a game right away. So.
What is it about last year to this year that you feel like it's happening quicker?
Again, like she said, like we're closer as a team, and like we can bond off the court and on the court, so it helps us play better.
What makes you closer? What made this team closer?
it's hard to explain. I don't know. I mean,
We hang out all the time.
it's hard. And we all have fun. Yeah, we're never apart, and like we on the weekends we still like try to do team things. Even when him not knowing, we still do it together.
Is there still chicken wing dip?
Yes, there is.
And was it Madison or Mackenzie that ate it all?
Madison.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Is she sharing this year or no?
We'll
No.
see. I mean, we haven't had it yet, so.
All right, fair enough. Kaitlyn, I want to go to you now. Just what you can say about that chemistry and that connection that the team has, seeing that improve from practice to practice and early on in the season.
Like everything they just said, it's all literally we all have so much like chemistry together, and we like play well together, and putting that into practice and on the court, it works out well. And like we all are like everything they just said, we're all close, so it works out well, and we all get along.
What is the best thing about when the team hangs out? What are the best pieces of that? Maybe some memories that you have.
Well, we're all kind of weird, so and it's like we all like make each other laugh. It's kind of fun. I don't know.
Who is the funniest person on the team?
I don't know. Okay, well, there's like different parts. Like everyone has like each their own part that like makes them funny, I guess. But I don't know.
You had to pick one. The funniest person on the team.
It's either Cam or Julia, I think. I don't know. I don't know.
Who is the weirdest person on the team?
Oh, I think it's either Julia or Tara.
All right, Tara, I'm gonna hand the mic over to you now. Would you agree that you're the weirdest person on the team?
I mean, I have my weird moments. I'm not weird all the time.
What are the weird moments?
Just a lot of the time I just break out dancing a lot. People think that's weird. I'm really good at impersonating people such as Katie Cunningham. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do that for us now?
No.
What does the impersonation consist of?
It's just when Katie tries to yell, it doesn't work out too well. I'm just good at it.
What does it sound like?
It's like really high pitched, and it just like it's not loud. I'm not doing that. No.
She's not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
She's not gonna do it on cue. That's fair enough. Camryn. Who is the best impersonator on the team? Is it Tara?
Shut your mouth.
Yeah, I'd say it's Tara.
It's Tara?
Yeah.
What do you like about all of the personalities of this team?
It makes it fun. Like I don't know. It just adds an element to a team that most like wouldn't have. I would say it's more serious in like a serious environment. We just make it fun.
Did you know a lot of the girls that you were on this team with beforehand, or is this something that just kind of happened over time?
Yeah, because we all just grew up together, mainly.
How many years have you known some of these?
I went to elementary school with them and Lilly, the Smiths. Aleysha, she came to elementary school in 5th grade. Lilly I've known since kindergarten. Kate and Tara I met through lacrosse.
So everybody's been together for a long time.
Yeah.
How easy does that make the chemistry on the court for you?
Really easy, and it makes it enjoyable to play with everyone.
Is there a reason why somebody just spit out their drink here? Okay. Lilly, I'm going to go to you now. Seeing everything that you've seen from your fellow young women on this team, what would you say to describe the team in your own words?
Oh, okay. That's a loaded question. I mean, I don't know. We're just like unique. I like that word. We're different. We're special. I think we're different from like pretty much every other team. I don't know if I've never been on a closer team than this one, and I don't know. We all love each other. I like it.
I'm going to stick with you on this and put you on the spot. What makes Stafford Spreter a good coach?
Wow, another loaded question. Well, he is very, very dedicated to this team. He spends so much time, like countless hours doing film and watching film and spending time on making this team better, and he really brings it together. He's a big, important piece of the team.
All right, Tara, I'm going to stick with you on this. What makes Coach special?
His want for us to become better. He spends so much time. Like, even our practice plans are down to the minute, the second. We got our 1 minute water breaks, everything. He just loves it so much that he puts that much time in.
What happens if you spend 1 minute and 1 second on a water break?
Sprints.
Fair enough. All right, Kaitlyn, I'm going to ask you this. What do you think about Coach?
Going off of what they said, I agree with all of that, and he makes practice fun too. Like, he does funny stuff, and it makes it even more funny. Like, he danced today. That was funny. And
what dance was it?
He was imitating Madison, but it wasn't. But yeah, and he knows everything that he does. He puts his whole heart into, and it works out for our team and makes us even better.
All right, fair enough. Camryn, I'm going to ask you. What do you like about Coach?
He has a lot of passion just for the game and just taking care of us and keeping us together, working as a team.
Fair enough. All right, to the twins, Madison. Well, I like to call you twins. It's easier for me to just call you the twins instead of the sisters. I don't know why. Wait, who's older? By how many? Okay. So then it is twin. By 1 minute. Okay.
Poor Max.
Huh? Oh, triplets. I didn't know Max. I've never met Max. That's my bad. Okay, Madison. Oh, okay. All right, Madison. What makes Coach so special?
He cares about us on and off the court. We're not just about basketball. Obviously basketball is really important, but what's more important is being a better human. And he's always trying to make sure we're becoming better on and off the court, not just as a player, but a person.
Are you okay with the fact that he imitated you dancing today?
I had no idea until now. I don't want to see it because I don't care.
All right, Mackenzie. What can you say about Coach?
He's very real and honest. You're not going to always hear what you want to hear, but sometimes you need to hear that, so it's good. It helps us.
All right. Bonnie, I see the smirk. So I'm going to ask you your thoughts on Coach Aleysha.
I feel like everything they said, but also he pushes you to be your best every single day, and he makes sure you can I don't know, fix what you did wrong. He'll tell you what you did wrong, and if you don't fix it, he'll still tell you until you fix it. So he's determined for us to get better each day.
All right, Coach, you've heard each of these young women speak on you. I'm going to ask you to go around this table, starting with Aleysha, and swing it back here to Tara, and just what you can say about each of these young women individually.
And the parents.
And apparently all of the parents.
We do. I'm very, very blessed with our parents.
Okay.
We are very, very lucky. And girls, good job with all those answers. No extra running tomorrow. Extra running. Tara, I'll start off with Tara. Tara's our mama bear. I think everyone looks up to her. I say that in a positive way because all the girls, especially young girls, really look up to her. She takes care of the team. She's always responsible with everything. She is one of our best leaders. You know what I mean? She is a great kid. She works hard. She takes charges.
Oh, yeah.
She'll do anything possible that she can do to help us to be successful. We got Cam. Cam is selfless. She does whatever we need done. A lot of times she's we'll do a 5-on-5 drill, and she'll have to hold a pad. We'll do a zone shooting drill, and she'll be the defender. And she doesn't care about getting any of the credit or jumping in on any of the drills. She just wants to make our team better. She's completely selfless, and she's pretty funny. She's actually like a really good girl to have a conversation. And then Lilly is like, if you're ever having a bad day, go see Lilly. Like, she will brighten you up right on the spot. And she's just like Cam. Like, she doesn't care about how much she plays. She cares about how much she helps us. That's what it's all about. That's the common theme we're talking about here. All these guys are on the same page. And then Kaitlyn has grown so much as a basketball player, and is such a sweet young girl. And she's gonna be a fabulous teacher someday. Because she's just like so sweet with little kids. And she's really a solid coach player for us. And then we've got Mackenzie and Madison, and it's been so cool to watch them grow up into the young women that they are over the last 4 years, because I've had them since they were freshmen. So like, one of the best parts about being a coach is you get to see these kids grow up into young women. So Mackenzie's our little fireball, most competitive person I've probably ever seen, and Madison is right there with her. They're both the most competitive people I've ever seen in my life. Solid players, but their leadership this year has been absolutely unbelievable. Kenzie, I used to be the one at practice that was always constantly talking. Like, good job, all right, good job, Lilly, good shot, keep it up, all right, let's talk more. But now I don't have to anymore, because Kenzie's constantly talking at practice every single day, more than anybody, and she's kind of taking over that role. It's helped me out a lot. And then Madison, just like, you don't get anybody that's going to ever play any harder than Madison. I mean, every single practice ball, she's just going as hard as she possibly can, 100 miles an hour. And her world as a basketball player has been unbelievable. Like, this summer, she twisted her ankle. We had 13 kids on a summer league game. There's a wet gym floor. She's got a huge tournament coming up where there's all these college coaches. And she twisted her ankle. And her ankle was really badly twisted. And she could barely walk on it. But she played all that week, and all summer her ankle was twisted. Her ankle is still messed up right now. But she played her way into a Division I scholarship on a messed up foot. And she's a tough, and it just goes to show you.
Can we give a round of applause for that? That's insane. A D1 scholarship, going through injury, playing through the pain. Only the best of the best.
When everybody was down her. And for no good reason either, by the way. And then, Aleysha Castanon, who is really grown up as a young woman this year. So much more coachable than she ever was. She's got so much better as a player. She runs the floor. She's knocking down shots. She's always the type of kid who's always sticking around the locker room or sticking around in the gym afterwards, getting up extra shots and really working on her game. And she's also, just like Tara, a great leader. Really responsible. Helps us out with a lot of different things. Takes a lot of things off my plate, make my job a lot easier. So, and then you got the rest of the squad. Like, these guys, I'm walking into the locker room today, and I'm 100 feet probably from where they are. Walking to the guys' locker room, you have to walk through the guys' locker room to get to where our locker room is. I want to be clear. And you can hear them as soon as you walk into the guys' locker room. You can hear them 100 feet away through doors. You know what I mean? Because they're just giggling and laughing. Saturday after practice, they all go out to breakfast. Then they all go out to the guys' basketball game together. And then they all go out and spend the night over at Julia's house right after this. I didn't organize a thing. They just did all that by themselves. You know what I mean? It's living a pretty good life right now, hanging out with these guys every day.
Fair enough. I want to ask one more question before we take a step aside and I get ready to put everybody on the hot seat. I'm going to go to Tara first for this one. I've asked this question before with many teams of West Genesee. I want to know what it means to you to be a Wildcat and why it's so special to be a West Genesee Wildcat.
I think being a Wildcat is taking pride in everything you do, not only games but practices. It's really special, and I think West Genny is different than any other school with the pride you take in wearing the Wildcat uniform.
Aleysha, what does it mean to be a Wildcat?
Going off of Tara, I feel like being a Wildcat, you put your effort into everything, doesn't matter what you're doing, whether it's in school or in your sport that you play. I feel like a Wildcat just puts everything they have into what they need to do to get better.
Kaitlyn, same question. What does it mean for you to be a West Genesee Wildcat?
I don't really think like anyone else is like compared. Well, no, I can't say that. Like we're different from I think any other school. Like we've been told before that our team's like no one's seen a team different, or no one's seen a team as like close as ours, and it's just like chemistry on and off the court like that, and like putting in like your hardest work and doing like achieving your goals as high as you can. It's just like it's good.
Camryn, what would you say about being a West Genesee Wildcat?
I think that being a Wildcat is an accomplishment because just our school history has like so much to it, and just we're kind of adding on to it, and it's exciting that down the road I'll be able to like explain this to my kids and everything, and they'll be like, you know, proud.
That's awesome. Madison, what's it mean to be a Wildcat for you?
It's like anything that you do, you pour your heart into, and it's not about yourself, it's about everyone else. So just try to impact as many people as you can, be there for others.
Lilly, what would you say?
I think you have to be very proud to be a Wildcat, and I think we have like a lot of high expectations put on our school and like all of our teams, and to be able to prove yourself and what our school can do is really important and special.
Do you like the expectation? You like being a school that there is that high expectation?
I like it because I like being competitive, and I think that it's a really important thing to be a part of.
Hi, Mackenzie. What does it mean for you to be a West Genesee Wildcat?
I mean, I just say it's the people, because you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. So I'd say these teammates are pretty good too.
It's the people. All right, Coach. You're the leader of this team. Why be a West Genesee Wildcat?
It's really all about community, man. This community is unbelievable. You got really, really good people that live in this community. You got people that support us. And as far as to be a Wildcat on this team, it means about putting everything you have on the table every single day for other people, stepping outside yourself, and doing what you do for someone else.
Fair enough. And I will say that this community is a community I knew somewhat of growing up, because I had a friend that lived out here in Camillus area. But never have I seen a community in central upstate New York. I was born and raised on the north side. I have not seen anybody act as the West Genesee Wildcat community acts. So, and I'm not saying that because we're here. I'm saying it because it's real. So you need to go home and, hug your kids, your husbands, your wives, your friends, your alumni, all that. Because the reality of it all is you make this job easy for me because of how you treat one another, because you show up, and we do this show for you. So the fact that you're here for that means a lot. So for Aleysha, as well as Madison, Mackenzie, head coach Stafford Spreter, myself, Dan Tortora, Kaitlyn, Lilly, Tara, my goodness, everybody here in Camryn. Such a big list of people. This is the biggest one that we have had. So we're going to take a step aside here for a second, and for the rest of the team that's right behind us. We're going to take a step aside for a couple minutes. I'm putting you all on the hot seat in just a moment, and then you get to do that to me. Thank you for coming out, and thank you to West Genesee for being one amazing community. Appreciate it. Thank you to the Wildcat as well.
This is a wake-up call, fast break.
Carvel DeWitt, it's what happy tastes like. Do you know why? Because we make ice cream. Creamy, rich, flavorful ice cream. Not yogurt or iced milk like some of our competitors. Ice cream. Fresh, by hand, daily. For the calorie conscious, we have something new for you. Our new Carvelite. Same great flavor, creaminess, and texture of our regular ice cream with only 35 calories an ounce. So whether you want an ice cream cake, flying saucer, dasher, carvalanche, hard or soft ice cream, we will satisfy your craving with our fresh, handmade regular or new Carvelite ice cream. Carvel DeWitt. It's what happy tastes like.
Clothing that will change with you without you having to change. DrySigLady.com, DREISSIG Lady.com. With the Bamboo line Relaxed Fit clothing as well as the Athletic Fit clothing, DrySigLady.com is fit for any woman, any time of the day, anywhere. Whatever you're doing, whatever your day commands of you, command yourself to feel comfortable in Drysig Lady apparel. DREISSIG Lady.com. For all the women out there, feel good in what you're wearing and don't feel like you have to constantly change throughout the day. Whether you're a stay-at-home mom, a business owner, going for a jog, going for a meeting, or just relaxing at home, DreissigLady.com is the right fit for you. DREISSIG lady.com.
This is Lawrence Papaleo, licensed real estate salesperson for Gilbo Realty. Call our home office at 315-752-9513, or better yet, call or text me directly at 315-748-2524.
Let me ask you a question, Lawrence. If I needed you to help me buy a house, find the right place, could you help me do that?
Joe, I'll help you find your dream home.
You don't ever say my name on the radio, never. If I needed to sell a house, could you help me go about that the right way?
Yes, I can.
How do they get a hold of you?
Call me directly at 315-748-2524.
But you also do the commercial property. So if I got a business, couple businesses, got to take one here, move it over there, do this, do that, are you going to help me buy and sell my commercial property also?
Yes, sir.
I like that. What's my name again?
I have no idea.
Absolutely, but they need to know your name, so give it one more time.
This is Lawrence Papaleo, licensed real estate salesperson for Gilbo Realty. My phone number is 315-748-2524.
Why don't you tell them your name one more time and that number so we can jot it down?
This is Lawrence Papaleo. Call me or text me directly at 315-748-2524.
Is spreading in historic Herald Square about Syracuse's favorite sports and entertainment venue, the Press Room Pub, with lots of room next to 450 parking spots. Wash down their delicious 9-ounce burger for $9.95 with a variety of New York State brewed beers. TVs abound all throughout the location, including their 90-inch monster. Watch your game. Enjoy time with family, friends, as well as bringing the kids to the playroom. The SU alumni party for every away football game is making headlines, as well as Robert Drummond, Syracuse football alum, and Dan Tortora's pregame show 2 hours before kickoff for every home game. Private parties available as well for as many as 300 people. Come circulate at the Press Room Pub, downtown Syracuse, and visit PressRoomPub.com right now for more information.
So we are back here with Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora live on location at the Wildcat Sports Pub, 3680 Milton Avenue, Camillus, New York, right over the hill from West Genesee and the Wildcats girls basketball team. This is the part of the show called Rapid Fire. I've been doing this for years on the broadcast, but it allows me the opportunity through Wake Up Call to ask you anything. Doesn't have to do with sports. So we have Aleysha Castanon, we have Tara Osterdale, Kaitlyn Walker, Madison Mackenzie Smith, Camryn Corbett, as well as Lilly Goodsell and head coach Stafford Spreter, myself, Dan Tortora. They will be on the hot seat first. I will be on the hot seat second. And I don't know any interviewers that flip the script on themselves, so please be gentle in round 3. I'm going to start with Aleysha. Tell me one song that you cannot, will not, ever listen to on the radio. If it comes on, no matter whose car you're in, you shut it off. What song is it?
Wait.
A song that you cannot listen to. You can't listen to it. As soon as it comes on, you shut it off.
Honestly, anything by Cardi B, I can't stand.
Anything by Cardi B.
I can't stand it. I can't. My sister listens to it too much, so I get annoyed of it. I can't.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. There's a lot of people that have that sentiment, though, so that's okay. It's all right. All right, Kaitlyn.
Sorry, guys.
Who would play you in a movie? What actress would play you in a movie? And what would be the name of the movie?
Kaitlyn Walker. What actress?
Yep.
I don't know who that is. Ooh, I'd love her to play.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay, I guess Jennifer Lawrence. And what would the movie be called? Okay, I'm picking that. The Secret Life of Kaitlyn Walker.
The Secret Life of Kaitlyn Walker. I like it. And she gently dropped the mic on that one. Thank you. These aren't cheap. All right, Tara. What do we got here?
Nervous.
If only one word could describe you to the world, what word would it be and why?
Bubbly. I'm gonna say bubbly.
Okay, why?
Just because my mom laughed at me. Just because like I connect with people easily, and I'm just like a personable person.
Okay. Fair enough.
But you're gonna ask me who I'd like to have dinner with, because I know that right away.
All right, Mackenzie. What is one thing on your bucket list that you can achieve within the next year? From now to this time next year, something on your bucket list.
I mean, I don't really have a bucket list, but I guess I'd get a tattoo because
Okay, a tattoo.
the seniors agree that if we win states, that we're all getting our year tattooed on us with a paw print.
The year with the paw print.
They're exposing us.
I'm gonna stick. Parents have been warned. All right. I have a question, Mackenzie, to go off of this. If you win another sectional championship, when you win, I heard it. No, you gotta say it. You can promote it like that. But if you win, what tattoo does Stafford have to get? Now keep in mind that Rick Pitino has a tattoo of the Louisville Cardinals championship year that the NCAA took away, and it's on his body. So that's embarrassing enough. So whatever you pick will probably not be as bad as that. But what tattoo does Stafford have to get? I kind of like this. I'll put some money out. Maybe I'll pay for the tattoo. Maybe I'll fund the tattoo.
I'm going to say that he has to get Coach Brawley tattooed on it.
You know what?
Our other Coach Brawley.
The other coach? Okay. He's got to be on Stafford. Okay. Fair enough. All right, Madison. Madison, tell me a song that describes your life.
Can you ask me who I would like to have dinner with? And no.
Like any song by Billie Eilish.
Any song by Billie Eilish? Why?
Eilish.
What is it? Eilish? Why?
I don't know. Just there.
Just because?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There's always. All right, Camryn. Camryn, tell me something. I'm going to wait on this one because you're all going to play this one, so I'm going to wait on that. Come on. Let me think here. What is the only movie you can watch on repeat every day of your life?
Oh.
She's the man.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Shoot. See,
I heard Home Alone. That would be a vote of mine. Home Alone every day.
This is hard. See, my favorite movie is The Great Gatsby, but I couldn't
watch it every day?
No.
Okay. Every day on repeat, without going crazy. What would it be?
I don't know. I'll go with She's the Man.
She's the Man.
I can watch
Okay.
that every day.
She's the Man. All right, Lily. This one's for you.
I'm excited, but a little nervous at the same time.
Okay. What actress do you hope just decides to stop acting in movies? You don't ever want to see him again.
Wait. Oh my god, I don't know if I know them.
One actress you just don't want to ever see again.
Describe them. Oh my god, this is really, really hard. It's difficult. I don't know, I can't think of someone right now. It's too on the spot for me. Oh, I got one. Too many questions. I got one.
Okay. What if I flip the script and say, give me an actress that you will go see no matter what movie it is? One that you like.
I don't know. This is really hard. Oh, Queen Latifah. I love her.
All right, Queen Latifah. Fair enough.
She makes everything fun.
All right. I'm going to go to Stafford for this one. All right, Stafford.
Queen Latifah.
If you got a tattoo, first of all, do you have any tattoos?
I do not.
Okay. There was a smirk there that we're going to talk about off the air in a minute. If you had to get a tattoo, what would it be of and why? I'm pushing the term that you're getting a tattoo this year. I hope everybody knows that. It's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll talk about that at a later date.
How are you going to do it?
But I still can't get the image of Coach Frawley off of my left deltoid. But that's something that could be considered.
Okay.
And if I had to get a tattoo, I'd have to get the initials of my children and my wife in a discreet spot on my body where it's,
it's not visible.
Not always visible, yeah.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
I play close to the vest.
Do what?
I play close to the vest,
Okay. All right, close to the vest. Fair enough. This is going to be Tell Me Something Good, and everybody's going to play this game. Madison, tell me something good about Kaitlyn.
Kaitlyn is like the best person ever. She always makes you feel better, and she gives the best hugs.
That was easy. Look at that. All right, this is going to be hot potato. So, Kaitlyn, tell me something good about Tara.
Oh, okay, like Coach said, she's literally a mom.
You on vacation?
Yeah, that. She can comfort anyone, like a mom, and she's very funny / weird. But it's a good way. It's a good thing. Everyone loves her. That's it.
Tara, tell me something good about Camryn.
Camryn chef emojis. Cam paid 99 cents for an app of just pictures of
chef
chefs.
Emojis?
Yeah, they like blow kisses, and she paid for it. But
So you had to spend money to get different emojis.
Passionate about her chefs. 99 cents. It's okay.
they were
Oh, okay. Where do you get these? Oh my lord. There's a ghost one, a sick one, a pumpkin. Those are nice. All right.
Other than that, Cam is just a fun person, and she's very funny if you're right next to her. Like, she's not a funny person, like, out loud. Well, she is funny, but, like, if you're right next to her and you hear her little comments, they're so funny.
So she's sneaky funny.
Yes.
All right, Camryn. Tell me something good about Mackenzie.
Ooh. Oh, I didn't mean it in a bad way. Okay, I just gotta, like, think of a... She's very witty, like in a good witty person. I'm trying to explain it. Just she's funny, but doesn't mean to be funny, and just she has a great sense of humor.
Okay. All right, Mackenzie. Mackenzie, tell me. I love whenever we have Mackenzie on the panel. Every time I pick her, what? Like, she doesn't know that she's going to get asked a question. Mackenzie, tell me something good about Aleysha.
Oh. Dance. Dance. No. Aleysha makes everyone feel.
See, she didn't like the long pause, and then she just gave the long pause.
There's so many things I have to think of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice pickup on that.
I'd say that she always helps me with Spanish.
Helps you with your homework.
She's a
Okay.
very helpful person, and I
Okay.
appreciate her a lot.
Okay. All right, Aleysha. Tell me something good about Lilly.
Oh, don't even get me started. Lilly is the most beautiful human being in the world. I love you. And she is. You're not beautiful too. And she is the funniest person you'll ever meet. I promise you that. And she just makes you happy all the time. And with that being said, Aleysha out.
Fair enough.
She did it.
All right, Lilly. Tell me something good about Stafford.
Madison. All right. Oh my God. Okay. So. Okay. There's so many different things. All right. So he's kind of like silently funny too. Like I don't know. You just make these like comments in practice, and I don't even know. It's funny, but he's got a big heart, and you can tell that he really cares about each and every one of us.
All right, Stafford. Tell me something good about Madison.
Why?
She has a very strong tie-dye game.
Oh.
It's a vibe.
That's what she said earlier too. But I'm not sure what that means. It's a vibe, but I'll eventually learn like 5 years when it's not cool anymore. And in all seriousness, she is a hard worker. And in all seriousness, like when she is excited and when she is in a good mood, that girl can light you up. Like she just is bouncing up and down around the walls, and she has just got the biggest smile and literally is jumping up and down. She'll light you up.
Okay, fair enough. All right, this is my final, because I'm asking everybody 3. So this is my final one for each of you. Aleysha, this one's for you. Okay. Give me 3 things on your all-time bucket list.
Oh, okay. I gotta think of the top ones though. Go to Italy with my family.
Okay.
Buy my mom her dream car because she deserves the world. And
What is your mom's dream car?
a Tahoe.
Tahoe.
And I'm gonna skip that one because it's very deep. So go. I don't know. Yeah, go skydiving. I don't know.
Go skydiving. Okay. All right, Mackenzie. You're on a stranded island. You got enough food to stay alive. What other 3 things do you bring with you on the island?
Easy. Chance the Rapper. Oh my God. Frank Ocean and Kid Cudi.
Just bring 3 people.
Because that's never gonna happen. So.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, Lilly. So this is going to be a kind of a curveball one I've never asked before.
Oh no.
So, and this is in the sweetest way possible.
Oh, no.
My dog's name is Lilly.
Okay.
And dogs have Lily. So, dogs have unconditional love. Tell me what would make this world better through your eyes. So, from a Lilly to a Lilly, unconditional love. What does this world need to learn right now?
Oh wow. I think everyone needs to just, I don't know, like I'm not really a big fan of conflict, so I just think that people need to see and change. Yeah, but that's not. I think just people need to see the best in everyone because I don't know. I think it's really important, and it'll make everyone love each other.
See the best of everybody. All right, Camryn. You have a choice.
Okay.
You can be a politician, a comedian, or a singer. What do you choose and why?
Okay, I'm not good at singing, so that's out of the option. I probably couldn't live as a politician because I It's just too much. So yeah, I'd probably go with comedian, just because, you know, you can make someone else like light up. You know, they're sad. You know, just crack a joke. You see them like laugh, like that makes you feel so much better. And I don't know. I think my life's pretty funny, so.
Fair enough. All right, Madison. What comedian, if you could have any comedian follow you around for 24 hours, who would it be and why? You know, no comedians? None at all. Vince Vaughn, Kevin Hart, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, new question? I don't really care.
You don't like any comedians? None. Okay. I'll give you another one then. I'll give you something else. Give me one food you can live without that you wish was never created, and one food that you would eat every day. I know you have an answer for this one, because we talked about chicken wing dip. That's not it? What?
I can live without lettuce.
Well, most of us can live without romaine right now. I think that's...
That was a good one. I feel like he was
That was a good
What one do you have to have?
Sticky buns, honey buns.
I don't know. I always change my appetite, so maybe cereal.
Cereal.
I like cereal, but I don't know.
Okay.
I like something.
She likes something different every week. Mackenzie put the mic down for you on that one. Okay, cool. All right. Tara. If you could be any superhero ever created, who would you be and why?
Fun fact, I've never seen a superhero movie in my entire life.
Okay.
So, not quite sure. Maybe I'd say Superman, because it'd be pretty cool to fly.
Superman to flight. All right. Kaitlyn. What is one thing that would be more important than anything to leave in a time capsule right now?
Wait, say that one more time?
The most important thing you could put in a time capsule right now in this moment. Not a fidget spinner, don't say that.
Let me think. Probably just like pictures, I guess, yeah.
Pictures?
Of like everything that's happened in my life, I guess.
Okay.
That'd be cool, yeah.
All right. All right, Coach. Who is the one person you've never met that you would love to spend the day with?
Jesus.
Jesus.
Good one.
Why? I mean, it's self-explanatory to me, but to everybody else, I get you.
Well, there's a lot of people. He came to mind first.
Okay.
Also, John Wooden. But, you know, why Jesus? Like to see, like to just interview him, talk to him.
Yeah.
See what's going on.
I don't know. All right, so with that being said, for Aleysha as well as Madison, Mackenzie, Coach Stafford Spreter, Kaitlyn, Lilly, Camryn, Tara, and myself, Dan Tortora, we're going to take a very short break. I'm going to give you all a second. You get 3 questions apiece, just like I did. I have to answer every one of your questions, and I cannot phone a friend, nor can I plead the fifth on anything. That's coming up next.
This is a wake-up call, fast break.
Gear up with the real deal at Dry Sig Apparel, creating what people are going to see and learn about you before they even meet you. Gear up for what you need for your team, business, or event. So look professional, look good, and feel good. Outfit yourself at DrySigApparel.com. That's DREISSIG Apparel.com. The only place to gear up with the real deal. What's the universal language of a fan? Clapping your hands. With Fan Hands, the ultimate sports fan accessory, find your team color, slip them on, and start cheering on your favorite team with 11 different colors, always in stock on fanhands.com, where you'll find the ultimate sports fan accessory. Real fans wear Fan Hands. Utica Pizza Company spells family. Your family, my family, their family. The recipes that they have shared with each other throughout the years and have now been so gracious to share them with us. I can sit here and talk with you about all the great things that are on the menu, but we'd be here forever. So let me say this. Utica Pizza Company is second to none. And now you can bring it home with you and you can dine in the restaurant. UticaPizzaCompany.com will give you all the information that you need. And let me say, these Utica greens, they're the best. Utica Pizza Company. Call them and place your order at 315-214-3060. That's 315-214-3060. Families break bread at Utica Pizza Company.
Get Hilton quality service at the most affordable price at True by Hilton Camillus, located right next to Costco in Township 5. True by Hilton Camillus offers you their signature sport court where you can enjoy basketball, volleyball, pickleball, soccer, lacrosse, and more year-round in their indoor facility. For reservations and information, call 315-314-8676. That's 315-314-8676. True by Hilton Camillus. Hilton quality service at the most affordable price.
We're back here, Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, live on location. Once again, we are here every month with the West Genesee Wildcats. We're here with the girls basketball team today. We appreciate them being here. Every single month you can find out about what show we're going to be doing here by going to Facebook at Wake Up Call DT, Twitter at Call DT, or Instagram at Wake Up Call _DT. We tag West Genesee and everything. And Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora airs live Monday through Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. on wakeupcalldt.com and on mixlr.com /Wake Up Call DT. If you need any of that information, it's all on the card that is here. With that being said, I have Aleysha Castanon, Tara Osterdale, Kaitlyn Walker, Madison Mackenzie Smith, as well as Camryn Corbett and Lilly Goodsell, Coach Stafford Spreter, and I'm Dan Tortora, of course. Each of these wonderful people on the panel get to ask me 3 questions. I have to answer them all, and I'm going to start with Aleysha because she asked so nicely to start.
Wait,
Go ahead.
Let me clarify. So, like, you have to answer them completely, right?
I have to answer them, yeah.
Okay. So, what song have you completely memorized and sing a little bit of it?
I know a lot of songs. I do sing, but I don't want to tonight.
Well, you can, like, talk them, if that makes sense. Like,
well, I would say the one that I probably memorized, anything by Boyz II Men growing up.
Boyz II Men.
Anything by Boyz II Men. Why is that funny? Boyz II Men's amazing. So anything by Boyz II Men. And, no, I don't have a poster of Boyz II Men. I did get to meet them, too. So Boyz II Men, and the one that I would say is More Money, More Problems by Puff Daddy, Mace, and Notorious B.I.G.
Okay.
So I would say that one is fair. So, and I have to do a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to actually sing it, but, like, you can just, like, say
so I can say, throw your rollies in the sky, wave them side to side.
Okay,
That's good?
there you go.
Right,
That's
okay.
good enough. I'll take that.
Fair enough. All right, Tara, what's your first one?
Who is your favorite sports team to interview?
My favorite sports team to interview?
Yes.
I'm going to pick a pro or collegiate team. Oh, this is tough. Well, I'm going to pick one college, one pro. Syracuse for anything because this is my hometown. And I know a lot of the guys and girls beforehand. I know, like, I'll meet the guys on the football team. I'll start talking with them when they're like 15, 16, all the way through. So some of the guys I've known for a really long time. And I would say for professional, the Jacksonville Jaguars, this is my 10th year covering the Jaguars, and I was just there on Sunday. So I will do a Syracuse game here on Saturday, get on a plane at 6 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, fly down to Jacksonville, drive to the stadium, cover the team, and come back home. So Jacksonville, I love them. I really do. They mean a lot to me. So I'll say Jacksonville.
Favorite high school team?
Favorite high school team?
Shout out.
Well, as an impartial broadcaster, I'm not supposed to pick. But what I will say that Stafford already knows, because I text him this, and I've said this to you before, and this is true, and I'm not saying this just to say this. Again, as I said earlier, there's nothing that I can compare to West Genesee. The community is different. The people are different. They're warm. They're open. I started doing this show when Danny Tome and I said, hey, why don't we do something that has to do with West Genny? And he said, I'm all for it. See who you can get. Every coach has said yes. Coaches talk to each other. Players talk to each other. And I'll have people come and say, oh, when I sat there, I asked them this, so you got to do this, or don't forget to remember that this part's coming up. So it's done something for my career and my personal life that I could never thank you all for. So I appreciate you. I really do. So, all right, Camryn, what do you got for me?
All right, you got to take this seriously.
Okay.
Beyonce or Rihanna?
This is the easiest question that I can answer.
What is it?
I do not like Beyonce.
You have to give me a reason.
Why?
Yes.
Because I think that her and Jay-Z are part of the Illuminati.
I accept that.
But like for real, they are. If you listen to, they say, there's one part that Jay-Z says in a song, Jesus can't save you like something when the church ends. There's a line that he does say that. So I like Rihanna, but I like Rihanna because Rihanna is beautiful. And Rihanna is really good at music, and she works with Drake, and I like Drake. So
I respect
you respect my answer. Okay, I passed Camryn's test. All right, Lily, what do you got for me?
Well, I was talking about this with my family the other day, and would you rather know, like, when you're, like, the date you're gonna die, or how you die?
I would rather know how I die because I try to stop it.
No, you can't.
Oh, I can.
It's set. Oh, okay.
I can. Back to the Future. You gotta watch it.
I'd rather know the date.
All right, Coach. What's your first one for me?
So what is something that's really cool right now that's going to be looked back on in like 10, 20 years and everybody's going to make fun of it?
Something that's really cool right now. That 10 years from now people are going to say, why was that cool? The Kardashians.
Yes.
Every single pitiful one of the Kardashians. Thank you. All right, Mackenzie, what's your first question for me? And why people watch the show? They make millions of dollars to talk about eating, then go to eat. Then they talk about going on vacation, then they go on vacation. That's all the show is. And then somebody fights with the mom at some point. It is a very soft spot. Because I dated a girl that always had to watch the Kardashians, and we're not together anymore. So, I'm just saying. All right, Mackenzie, what do you have for me?
In your opinion, if you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, then why is there a cover?
If you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, then why is there a cover? Because you have to protect the book when it rains?
That's not a good question. I'm going to answer.
It is a good answer. You have to. Somebody just said, ooh. They liked it. Coach liked it too. You're not accepting it? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You want another answer? Because sometimes when you open up the book, it's just a bland cover. So you have to have a picture. All right, Madison.
She's tough. Wait till they see her on the referees.
What is your can't talk. What is your definition of happiness?
My definition of happiness? Being surrounded by the people that you love and making every moment count. That's happiness. All right, I got some claps. Kaitlyn, what's your first one?
This is kind of sad. No, okay. Whatever.
Kind of sad, okay.
Okay, so this is off Google. If tomorrow was your last day on Earth, what would you do in your last 24 hours?
But tomorrow is my last day on Earth.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can't go on another planet, so no.
Okay. So I would get everybody together, my friends, my parents, my dog. We would all spend some time here because this is my first home. Then we would all go down to Florida and we would all spend a day in Disney because that's my second home. And to get a little bit deep, when I, as a kid, was not happy, or, if I, unfortunately, like many people out there in the world, I was bullied because I tried to be everybody's friend, and some people don't like that you're nice to everyone for whatever reason. Disney was kind of my getaway, so I would go to Disney and spend my last moments in Disney. Being the happiest place on earth. All right, Lily, what's your second question for me?
Okay. Wait, hold on. Well, I don't know. I'm asking. What is the coolest / your favorite place you've been?
Favorite place I've been?
Yeah. Most interesting. I don't know. Something like that.
I really love Toronto because it's New York City without the smell. And the people are a lot nicer in Toronto. And everybody has a dog. It's like weird to not have a dog in Toronto. So I like that. So I would say Toronto's really cool. I would also say Puerto Rico.
We got
You were born in Puerto Rico?
I just went the past summer.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like in Puerto Rico that it rains for 15 minutes and it stops. And every time the rain stops, it gets hotter, which is crazy. But no, Puerto Rico was fun because I saw a dinosaur. And just hear me out. So there was this, I want to say it was probably about, let's say, a 3-foot long green lizard whose tail was as long as its body. And it was crawling across with the tail up, and in the middle of the road, it picked up and just ran on its hind legs, and it looked like the dinosaur in the Lost World that ate that little girl, and I was like, oh my God. So there's dinosaurs in Puerto Rico still.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're very big. So I guess Puerto Rico was interesting. All right, Camryn, what's your number 2?
Okay. What is your favorite 80s movie?
My favorite 80s movie? It's got to be Back to the Future. You want to know why? Because when they went to the future, they went to October 21st, 2015. My birthday is October 21st, 1985. So when the movies began and they had their 30th anniversary, they had t-shirts that said, I was there. And I literally was there. I was born when the movie started. And on their 30th anniversary was my 30th birthday.
Man.
So Back to the Future all day. And Marty McFly is one of my favorites ever. And I still want a hoverboard because the ones that they call hoverboards are not real.
No.
I need an actual hoverboard.
Okay.
All right, Tara. What's your second question for me?
What kind of dog do you have?
I have a Havanese. She is a Cuban dog. And she's like this. I always had 35, 40-pound dogs. She's 8 pounds. She sits on my shoulder like a parrot. And when I'm broadcasting a show, when she's in my studio, she comes down and curls up under my feet and sleeps until I'm done with my show. And because they're called circus dogs, she can stand on her back legs for minutes, and she can just bounce up and down without going back down onto the ground. So she's really sweet, and she's Cuban, so she's cool. I like her. All right, Stafford, what's your second one for me?
If you could do one thing to change the world, make it a better place, what would that be?
Oh, wow. Probably get a DeLorean, so every time I did something good, I could go back and do something else that was good.
Heck yeah.
But, yeah, if I could do anything to change the world right now, I would... Oh, True Colors, that's a good song to have in the background. I would say that I would try to get everybody to see that being a different color, a different religion, a different nationality, make different money, come from a different neighborhood, whatever they look like, that we all do a lot of things the same. We cry the same, we laugh the same, we show affection by a hug or a kiss. We want to be wanted, and we want to give and show love, most of us. So at the bare bones of every human being, there is that God element that we're all the same where it counts. So why can't we all just focus on that? That's what I would say. All right, Mackenzie. I know Mackenzie didn't accept my last one, but... Okay. What's your second one for me?
What's one conspiracy theory that you believe in?
Oh, okay.
That's a good question.
I believe that there's a shadow government.
Oh, I do too.
I never did, but now I do because there's way too much out there. There's way too.
Can I just say my next one because it kind of ties in?
Yeah, you can say your next one.
Okay. I'm not trying to say this so people get like offended or whatever, or disgruntled, but do you think that there's a cure to cancer? Because I've seen things.
Yes.
And I honestly believe that there is. So I want to hear your opinion.
Okay, so I have never,
So much money they don't want the
15 years of broadcasting, never told a lie because transparency is important. So I had a conversation a couple days ago about shadow government, and I said, I believe that there's cures for cancer, AIDS, and HIV, but I believe that it's a way to keep the population from getting excessive, that they don't. And I do believe there are cures out there. There's, for everything that we can create with technology, that we didn't find a cure for breast cancer, colon cancer, I don't believe that. So I believe there are cures out there.
Like articles where like scientists have been close to it, and then all of a sudden they've been off the charts, so like off the map.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see what you thought.
No, I believe in it. I really do. All right. Aleysha, what's your second one?
What is the most heartwarming thing you have ever seen?
The most heartwarming thing I've ever seen?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to get emotional on this. No, really though. My grandmother, I called her G-Mama for short. She lived to be coolest person in the world. She lived to be 100½ in 9 days. And I'm going to give her all of it because she fought for it. Coolest thing I saw, she had pneumonia at 100 years old in the hospital. And when I went in to visit her, my friends were like, you know, how was she? Was she sleeping? What'd she do? She had been asleep, like eyes closed all day, just laying in bed. My dad's sitting here, and it was my mom's mom. My mom's off to the side of her. When I walked in, I don't think I even said anything. She opened her eyes, she looked at me, and she smiled. She started singing to me. And she would always sing, I love you a bushel and a peck. So I would say anything my grandmother did was heartwarming, and I knew that one day she had to leave the world, and it's really hard to live in it without her. But I'm hoping that God can give me the tools that I need to be the G-Mama to somebody else. Because if I can be half of the person she is, then I can leave this world better off. So, thank you. I didn't cry, look at that. All right, Madison, what's your final one? What's your final one, Madison?
What's my second?
Oh no, your second, pardon me. Don't want to take one away.
Would you rather have would you rather have $1 million and get anything you want, or have zero and find a way to live on your own?
But I'd rather have $1 million and get anything I want, or have no money and find a way to live. I would say I'm a fighter that likes to be thrown into the fire, so give me nothing and let me figure it out. Why not? Because that builds character more than anything. All right, Camryn, what's your last one?
I have to look it up. Do you have a secret talent?
Do I have a secret talent? No, I don't really like... I mean, I guess singing I don't talk about a lot, but I do impressions, but that's not really a secret talent. But I do a lot of impressions.
Yeah, give us an impression.
You want an impression?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Can I ask everybody's... I don't want... Because you got to keep, like, the mystery alive. So you have to close your eyes for this one.
Oh,
okay. Everybody's got to close their eyes.
They're closed.
So I'm going to give you Mickey Mouse.
Yo, I can do Mickey Mouse.
I'm going to give you Mickey Mouse. All right?
Oh, you're here. Go for it.
All right. Ready?
I'm ready.
Yes.
Oh, boy. Here's my pal.
No, I can't do it. That was freaking That was by accident. I'm trying. I do it when I imitate Katie. No, I can't. Because I feel like yellow will be too much.
All right, Sarah, what's your final one for me?
What is your favorite Will Ferrell movie?
Oh, that's good.
I like that one.
I do like that one. I'm going to say number 1, Elf, number 2, Step Brothers.
Yes, I respect that.
And then Talladega Nights, I think. But number 1 is Elf, for sure. All right, Lily.
I like that.
What's your final one?
Do you have any teacher that sticks out in your mind that had a impact on you?
I have a Feeny.
What? Ooh,
Like from Boy Meets World. I have a Feeney. So I met Will Friedle in October, who was Eric Matthews. And I told him, because they had like a signing in New York City. So he's really down to earth. I think that his character on the show is exactly who they just said, play yourself. And I told him, I said, I had a Feeney growing up. I said, Mr. DeSantis, I called him Feeney D, I still do. And he was my principal who, would have kept following me if I went where I wanted to go. God bless you. God bless you again. You're welcome. So I said to him, I have a Feeney, and he goes, see, you get it. He said, we all have that teacher. So, yeah, I would say Mr. DeSantis would be my Feeney. My teacher that left a mark on me. There's a lot of them. Mrs. Jacks, Mrs. Kuno. So, but my Feeney definitely is Mr. DeSantis. All right.
Shout out to Mr. Murphy.
Mackenzie, I'm going to let you, because you had a two-parter, so I'm going to let you have a final. Because you had a two-parter.
It kind of
You have two? I only asked you one? All right, I'll come back to you.
It kind of ties in with the same thing we already said.
Okay.
But do you think that we're living in a simulation?
Yes.
Do I think we're living in a simulation like the Matrix? I hope not.
I mean, do you think?
I do have deja vu of a lot of stuff that you're like, why do I know what's going to happen next? It's weird, right? Yeah. It's really weird. So I believe that maybe we've been here more than once, but. All right, Kaitlyn. You have two, so you can answer your second one.
Okay. Quick pause. Shout out to Katie Cunningham. Love you. Oh yeah. Okay. A real one. Anyways. Okay. This one, it can be like funny or I don't know, embarrassing or something. But this is for Lily. She wanted this one. Okay. What's the dumbest or most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
I don't know.
There's many. There's many because I believe, when people say they don't believe in God, I know that he exists because I believe that I'm his court jester from time to time. So I guess the statute of limitations is over. I hit a Disney cast member with a motorboat.
Oh my God. I want a video.
So I was 12 because they let 12-year-olds take motorboats out. I don't know why. And so there's a little gear thing where you go forward, backward, or neutral. And then there's a rope for your belt. All of that's important. So my buddy comes back, and when you're going to park, you got to go straight, and then you got to hook it. It's an L shape. It's like a backward L thing. So there's a piece of wood in the middle of the water, and then there's just enough space to hook it and get the boat in there. So if the boat is like this big, like an inch bigger is what you have to get it into. So I went forward. He pulled it in no problem because he's a jerk. But love you, James. And so I go to pull mine in, and I did a little Austin Powers thing where I kept hitting the dock 7 different ways. So I backed up and scraped it against it and flew backwards. While I'm going backwards, all of these people are taking off. I don't hit anybody. She's standing right on the dock. The cast member. So she's standing on the dock, and she says, okay, bring it in. So I start to drive it in, and she says, hold on. So I stop. She says, go ahead and bring it in. So I bring it in. She's standing with James, and I stop. And then I was like, what am I waiting for? So I hit it into drive, and I started going toward her, and she goes, neutral. And I was like, I'm not going to put it in neutral because you just rock. And I was like, I didn't feel safe being out in the water. And then she went, neutral, a little bit louder. And then she did this. She screamed neutral, and I wasn't ready for that. And I hit it into overdrive, freaked out, and was pulling on my rope belts going, why won't this shut off? Forgetting that the gear was the gear and thinking that the belt was the gear. I went at the dock, went up in the air, she jumped down like this, and the boat hit and was rocking on the dock with her half under the boat. And I was in the boat with the butt in the water and the nose out, and I was just like this. And James was looking at me like, and then I looked at her. I was like, I don't know what to do. And then so she goes, get out of the boat. So she pulls me out of the boat, pushes the boat back down. The boat still doesn't land where it's supposed to. I run back crying. he proceeded to tell everybody on vacation who thought it was hilarious. Now I find it funny, but I never saw her again, so I'm pretty sure she quit. And I hope that she has a great life from here on out.
It was a Disney.
I hit a Disney employee with the boat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's my true story. All right, Madison. What's your final question?
What is life?
What is life? A series of events that we can choose to either build us or break us down. All right, who has a final one that I haven't gotten yet? Everybody else did their thing? All right. And Coach has one too. All right, Aleysha, what's yours?
Who has inspired you the most with what they have accomplished?
My mother. I would say my mom because my mom, when she was 18 years old, wanted to work for the airlines. She wanted to be a flight attendant, just work with the airlines in general. She loved to fly. And in her 40s, almost 30 years later, she finally got it. And then the company that she was working with ended up going out of business here in Syracuse. And she fought for 2 years to get a job back at an airline. And so many people stopped believing in her dream. People in our family stopped believing in it. I never stopped. She never stopped. And she's now been working at Delta for years. She will retire there, and she can fly wherever she wants now. So she gets to continue to fly the friendlies, is what she calls that. So yeah, so my mom. And because my mom got hit with like 20 different things in the last couple of years, and she's handling it like a champion. So we'll give it up to my mom.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, clap it up for mom. All right, Kaitlyn, what's your final one?
Okay. If you could rewrite your past, what's one thing you'd change?
No, I wouldn't change that. It builds character. So what's one thing? I don't really live with regret, but I will. What's one thing that I would change?
Dating that girl. Being the Kardashian girl.
What would I do? I would. It's tough. I would spend. I mean, I don't know how this would be possible. I saw almost every single day, but I spend more time with my grandfathers because they both passed away in '92, and I was 6. So. And I was like an old 6-year-old where I was like, oh, my grandfather's going to see me go to college. Like, I thought about life differently than like a typical little kid. So I would say, yeah, we're still here, Danny. Yeah, wrap it up. We love you too. We're paying customers. We love you. So, but no, I would say that I would hang out with my grandfathers because if I had known that they were only going to have 6 years, I would want to do more with them. I saw them almost every single day, but I guess that's one thing I would change. Really nothing. I don't live with regret. Everything's taught me something. All right, Stafford, what's your final question?
First of all, thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here.
I've learned a lot about my team.
But it's good stuff, though.
A lot of good stuff.
We learned a lot of good stuff.
GENESEE has challenged my thinking about life itself.
Yeah, I feel like
what's going on.
I feel like I'm going to have to sit down with Mackenzie and kind of plan the attack against the shadow government. We got some stuff to talk about. Yeah, it's real.
So my last question would be, what are your thoughts about the girls that are here tonight and the team?
Okay, my thoughts. I was gonna.
Oh, wow.
We're on the same mindset. So, well, I'll start with Madison and Mackenzie because I've had them here before. So, I would say that they're definitely two of the nicest people that I've ever. No, I would say that. Two of the nicest people. I mean, whether they're here for a show or supporting somebody else or whatever it may be. And actually, I was in Aldi's across the street and saw you guys. So there's that. I did. Well, I saw one of you, and then the other one I didn't see. I don't remember which one I saw. Madison, I saw you going in, and Mackenzie was going out. So, no, but I would say no. In all honesty, they've always been nice. You've always been really kind. You're hardworking. I don't think anybody wants to play you on the court ever. and I kind of saw that last season. But I would say for as hard as you work on the court and as vicious as you are on the court, you're very nice, and your family is very nice too. So I would say that. About Aleysha, I would say personality. Because here's the thing, you have, and I'm saying this as somebody who speaks for a living, you have the type of personality that I would say, hey, if you need a job someday and you want to just come on and speak for a segment on the show, it's that type of personality that I would put on the show. Because you attack the world very confidently, and I respect that.
She's beautiful.
So I would say that. And then Tara, they call you the mom because there's that caring element, but you can see it in your smile. I would say that. And the fact that you asked about my dog, which is like that, no, but that's my heart. So no, I would say that there's just a sweetness and a sincerity that you can tell that why everybody speaks so highly of you. And then Camryn, I'm going to say, I mean, you asked really good questions. You made me think. And I think there's a genuineness to you that you can kind of just feel come off of you. Like, what you say is what you mean. I get that from you. Lilly, it's the smile approach. I think Stafford said that, anybody would make you feel better. And I'm a person that goes off of vibes when you're around somebody. And off of my left shoulder, you just get that feeling, like that warmth, you know what I mean? You smile, you're kind, and it's just like that, there's that sweetness to it. And so I would say that as well. And then with Kaitlyn, I would say there's an assertiveness, but then also a calmness to how you attack things. Like you can get, because they said teacher, right? Yeah. So when you're a teacher, you got to be assertive, but also kind. And the questions that you ask, in your respect, everybody made me think, but there's just something about the way that you kind of attacked today. It made it really easy for me to respond to you, but it also made me think. So I think that there's a teacher element that you can kind of see come off of you. And the world needs good teachers, like really bad right now. So I would say that. And then to Stafford, he didn't ask me this, but Stafford is somebody that I met last season because I did this show. And doing this show is why I've gotten to meet so many people and so many more to come up. But I would say that you make it easy. Stafford and I can talk about anything. We've had deep conversations about, personal life that I respect. We've had conversations here about the team. And I think one of the greatest things is when, I go to a game and I come up to you after the game and just that big smile and that gratitude and that graciousness. Because I appreciate you giving me 5 minutes where, you give that right back. And your caringness about the team, that comes through. I mean, it's just the reality that you do care so much really goes a long way. So I would say all of that. And then I would say again to the families and to the rest of the team, thank you for your support. So with that being said, for Aleysha Castanon, Tara Osterdale, Kaitlyn Walker, Madison Smith, Mackenzie Smith, Camryn Corbett, Lilly Goodsell, Stafford Spreter, myself, Dan Tortora, thank you, and thank you to each of you young ladies who gave me a lot to think about when I go home today. I hope you guys come back and see me. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. And thank you to the Wildcat. Big shout out. Thank you to Danny, who stayed late for us. All right, we'll see you soon.
This is a wake-up call, Fast Break.
Get Hilton quality service at the most affordable price at True by Hilton Camillus, located right next to Costco in Township 5. True by Hilton Camillus offers you their signature Top It breakfast bar with over 30 different toppings to personalize the most important meal of the day. All complimentary with your stay. For reservations and information, call 315-314-8676. That's 315-314-8676. True by Hilton Camillus. Hilton quality service at the most affordable price.
Having peace of mind when you're out of town that your furry-loving friend is safe and sound means taking them to Canine Campground, because we all know that when it comes to the love of our pets, it goes well beyond the call of duty to make sure they're safe and sound. Right, Lilly?
So take a ride to 242 Johnson Street in East Syracuse, New York, and see Canine Campground and where your dog will be staying, in the classic cabin, the executive cabin, the grand cabin, or of course the luxury cabin, because if you know Lily, you know she loves luxury. Now you don't have to wait to the last minute to find a family member or a friend that'll take your dog for a few days. Call Canine Campground at 315-299-4013. That's 315-299-4013. Their drop-off and pickup times are Monday through Sunday. Check K9campground.com for more information. That's the letter K, the number 9, and campground spelled with a K.com. K9campground.com.
When you're going out of town, bring your dog to Canine Campground.
Consistency is, well, consistently hard to find, unless you head to 119 East 2nd Street in East Syracuse, New York, the home of the Pen and Trophy Center, who has been serving us Central and Upstate New Yorkers, as well as beyond, for decades. The Pen and Trophy Center on 119 East 2nd Street in East Syracuse, New York, gives you an amazing and unique way to customize a memory today. Say it with the Pen and Trophy Center. Be it an Employee of the Month award, a sports award, something for your business, engraving for your family, your loved ones, anniversaries, birthday parties, and so much more, including remembering somebody who served in the military. Say it with the Pen and Trophy Center. 119 East 2nd Street in East Syracuse, New York. The definition of consistency is pen and trophy. Browse their products on penandtrophy.com. That's penandtrophy.com, and call them for more information at 315-422-8797. That's 315-422-8797. The Wildcat Sports Pub in Camillus, New York is located on 3680 Milton Avenue in the Home Depot Plaza. It is your family-friendly sports bar and restaurant. Folks, some sports bars aren't family-friendly. Some family-friendly restaurants are not sports bars. The Wildcat Sports Pub in Camillus, New York is proud to be both. It is that marriage that you've been looking for years. The Wildcat Sports Pub is your home base for your sports bar and restaurant needs, games for the kids, indoor and outdoor activities, and enough things on the menu to come back every single week and get to try something new. They're open Sundays from noon to 8 p.m., Monday through Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Thursday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to midnight. For reservations and party information, call 315-487-2222 for the Wildcat family-friendly sports pub and restaurant. Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on wakeupcalldt.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. You just heard from all of the young ladies of the panel that we had for the West Genesee Wildcats girls basketball team. Many of the players on the team were there in the background as well. So I want to thank the team for showing up, and I want to thank the entire West Genesee Wildcats girls basketball team. And once again, give a thanks to everybody on our panel, Camryn Corbett, as well as Lilly Goodsell, Kaitlyn Walker. Want to thank each and every single one of them. Want to also put a special thanks out to head coach Stafford Spreter, Aleysha Castanon, Madison and Mackenzie Smith, and Tara Osterdale, all for being a part of the show. It was on location at the Wildcat Sports Pub on 3680 Milton Avenue in Camillus, New York, in the Home Depot Plaza, right when you get off of Hinsdale Road. So I want to thank each and every one of you that was a part of it. I want to thank everybody that came out and supported the event, and everybody that comes out every single month. You can come and see us at the Wildcat Sports Pub once a month with the Wildcat special that we do with the West Genesee Wildcats. So every single month with the West Genesee Wildcats, we have a special, and that special will happen, like I said, with different teams at different times and coaches and whatnot. So just make sure that
you stay close to us on Facebook.com/WakeUpCallDT, Twitter @CallDT, and Instagram @WakeUpCall_DT to find out exactly who's going to be where and when. So the Wildcat every single month, we make those announcements on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And also I could put them up on the website on wakeupcalldt.com. And, of course, we talk about it here Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. So make sure you stay close in all ways to Wake Up Call so you can find out the next time we're going to be at the Wildcat Sports Pub. Like I said, we're there once a month with the West Genesee Wildcats, sometimes doing a mixture of a bunch of different players from different teams, and then other times having the one team with the coach and the representation. So we've had a great time with the hockey team, with the football team, the girls basketball and boys basketball teams, as well as girls lacrosse and boys. I mean, we've done so many different things at the Wildcat Sports Pub that we appreciate, from lacrosse to basketball to football to hockey. I want to thank to the marching band as well. I want to thank everyone for being a part of it. I want to thank all of the young men and women that we've had, and I want to thank all the coaches. I also want to thank the entire sports department, the athletic department at West Genesee for all that they've done with Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. So great opportunity with West Genesee as well as the Wildcat Sports Pub. And thank you once again goes out to head coach Stafford Spreter of the West Genesee Wildcats girls basketball team, Aleysha Castanon, Madison and Mackenzie Smith, Kaitlyn Walker, Lilly Goodsell, Camryn Corbett, and Tara Osterdale for being a part of the show. And I love the picture. The picture that we had is absolutely awesome and tremendous, so make sure that you go and check that out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So, with that being said, have some fun things coming up. In just a moment here, we're going to have the Ingredients to Success, proudly brought to you by Utica Pizza Company, and It's a Utica Thing. I do want to get you all ready for what's coming up this week. So I did have the opportunity to speak with the Syracuse Orange men's basketball team following their victory over the Georgetown Hoyas. That gives them a 51-43 overall all-time record against the Georgetown Hoyas, their rival, probably their biggest rival in their history. So I will have on the show, following that, I'll have the opportunity to share with you my conversations with the Syracuse Orange. I spoke with Tyus Battle, who went off in the game. To me, it's his coming out party this season for 2018-19. So I had the opportunity to speak with Tyus Battle. I also spoke with assistant coach Alan Griffin, Elijah Hughes on the broadcast as well. So I'll be able to share all of those with you on tomorrow's broadcast. I'm also going to be speaking with representation of the Camping World Bowl, where Syracuse will be facing West Virginia, and that will be happening tomorrow on the broadcast as well in the first hour of the show. So plenty coming up. Got some NFL talk, let everybody know what's going on in the fantasy football leagues and the Wake Up Call Fantasy Challenge, who's moving on and who's not in the Wake Up Call Fantasy Challenge in the 4 Syracuse leagues, as well as the league down in Orlando, Florida. So Central Florida and Central New York, front and center, as I will talk about you, those of you in the community, on the show tomorrow and how everything's going. So we'll talk a little bit of fantasy football and how the teams are doing and how you're doing locally, as well as in Orlando, Florida. My second home of Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora is the state of Florida after New York. So we will discuss fantasy football. We'll have the trio of Syracuse interviews following the win over Georgetown and the 7-2 start to the Orange and the 6-0 start at home. And then we'll also get into representation of the Camping World Bowl, joining us live for a conversation that you won't want to miss as Syracuse gets set to face off against longtime rival West Virginia on the football field in Orlando, Florida at the Camping World Stadium, which is about 15 minutes from Walt Disney World. And so we'll get into all of that on tomorrow's broadcast. Let's take a step aside for a fast break. When I come back, we will have the Ingredients to Success, proudly brought to you by Utica Pizza Company.
This is a wake-up call fast break.
Get Hilton quality service at the most affordable price at True by Hilton, Camillus, located right next to Costco in Township 5. True by Hilton Camillus offers you their signature sport court where you can enjoy basketball, volleyball, pickleball, soccer, lacrosse, and more year-round in their indoor facility. For reservations and information, call 315-314-8676. That's 315-314-8676. True by Hilton Camillus. Hilton quality service at the most affordable price.
Gear up with the real deal at Dreisig Apparel, creating what people are going to see and learn about you before they even meet you. Gear up for what you need for your team, business, or event. To look professional, look good, and feel good, outfit yourself at DreisigApparel.com. That's DREISSIG Apparel.com. The only place to gear up with the real deal. What's the universal language of a fan? Clapping your hands. With Fan Hands, the ultimate sports fan accessory, find your team color, slip them on, and start cheering on your favorite team with 11 different colors, always in stock on fanhands.com, where you'll find the ultimate sports fan accessory. Real fans wear Fan Hands. Utica Pizza Company spells family. Your family, my family, their family. The recipes that they have shared with each other throughout the years and have now been so gracious to share them with us. I can sit here and talk with you about all the great things that are on the menu, but we'd be here forever. So let me say this. Utica Pizza Company is second to none. And now you can bring it home with you and you can dine in the restaurant. UticaPizzaCompany.com will give you all the information that you need. And let me say, these Utica greens, they're the best. Utica Pizza Company. Call them and place your order at 315-214-3060. That's 315-214-3060. Families break bread at Utica Pizza Company.
Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on wakeupcalldt.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. Happy to be here with you every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, right here on wakeupcalldt.com and mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt once again. We are in that part of the show that is the ingredients to success, proudly brought to you by Utica Pizza Company, and it's a Utica thing. That's once again Utica Pizza Company, and it's a Utica thing. Utica Pizza Company is located on 628 South Main Street in North Syracuse, New York, and you can do catering as well as takeout and delivery by calling 315-214-3060. That's 315-214-3060 to get in touch with them. They have some great opportunities coming up here for this winter. They have their holiday baskets that are a great for anybody, whether you're buying them for people at work or you're buying them for family and friends or neighbors or coworkers, whatever it may be. Best place to go to get that gift basket with the, it's got the It's a Utica Thing sauces. It's got a T-shirt in there for it. It's awesome. So make sure you go out. I always think of my dad because my dad is he's the head of his area, and he has, I think, 13 counties in the state of New York. So my dad, I always think of him with these baskets because he likes to get something for, all of the people that he has. When they do like Secretary's Day and they do different things, but for the holidays to do something like that, he's always looking for, these baskets, and it's such an easy thing to do to just call up Utica Pizza Company at 315-214-3060 and say, hey, can you put together a basket for me? What do you have in it? And it's just really awesome, and it's definitely worth doing. So make sure that you give them a call at 315-214-3060. You can also go to Utica Pizza Company and get yourself a special. We're going to be airing a video about this, but there's a special, and Phil Russo, the owner-operator of Utica Pizza Company on 628 South Main Street in North Syracuse, New York, will tell you about it, that any full tray that you order on their catering menu, you get a second full tray half price of any of their pastas. So if you get a full tray of chicken riggies, you get 50% off your next full tray of pasta. If you get a full tray of Utica greens, you get 50% off your tray of pasta. So like we did last year for Christmas Eve, I went to Utica Pizza Company and we just got full trays, and I did it like that. You can do that with your family, your friends, your coworkers, your colleagues, whatever you'd like to do, by calling 315-214-3060. They're running that special that if you buy a full tray off their catering menu of anything, you get 50% off a tray of pasta. And you get to decide what pasta, the penne vodka, the chicken riggies, and so on and so forth. So a lot of great stuff happening at Utica Pizza Company. The ingredients to success for today are about mental health, because I've been through this, and I'm not going to say unfortunately, because everything is a growing experience, but I've been through it, you've been through it maybe, many of us have been through it. And the reality of it all is, it is tough sometimes to live in this world. It's tough. And it's easy to feel like you want to give up. So my words of wisdom, my words of advice, my words of love this morning are that in the ingredients to success is, you know, when people say they take a mental health day, but they're really just going to the mall or they're going to the movies or whatever, that's okay. And a mental health day is a good thing to do. A mental health day is a positive thing to do. Because the reality of it all is, we need time to heal. We need time to grow. We need time to take care of ourselves. So whether you're taking a mental health day or you're jogging before work or whatever you may be doing, make sure that you're taking care of your mental health. During the holidays especially, it's easy to get caught up in everything. It's easy to get lost in everything. It's easy to find ourselves in a position where we're not really focusing on us and our health. We're focusing on everybody else, right? That happens all the time. That we focus on everybody else in the building but ourselves. And then you get to that point where you say, wow, I didn't look out for myself in this situation. I didn't ask myself how I was doing today, but I asked everybody else how they were doing. So take the time to take care of yourself. Take the time to ask questions. Take the time to seek love and seek understanding within your own life and within your own self. It's okay to need a break. And that's coming from somebody, me, who never takes a break. I've been trying to do a better job at taking a break, giving myself a mental health day, giving myself some time to speak with myself, to see how I'm doing and how I'm feeling. And around this holiday season, we're running around. We're dashing to find, we're dashing and dancing, essentially, to find all of the toys that we have to get and all the presents that we have to get. And we want to make sure that we make everybody happy and give everybody everything that they need, and yada, 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 yada. When the reality of it all is, the people that we love and the people that we care about, that care about and love us, all they should need is us. All they should want is us. Yeah, people like gifts. But the gifts are not the driving force. They shouldn't be the driving force. If in your life it's all about the gifts, if in the life of somebody that you love and you care about, it's all about what can you buy me today, what can you give me right now, then you need to reconvene. You need to sit down and you need to have a conversation, and probably a heart-to-heart with that person. Because it's not about the materialistic things. You can't bring them with you. I said yesterday when I was having a conversation, there's a reason why the currency in heaven is not money. There's a reason why. That's on purpose. It's not a mistake. That's on purpose. So make sure that you take the time for yourself this holiday season. Make sure you take the time in general for yourself to stretch, to pray, to meditate, to go to your favorite restaurant, to read your favorite book, and watch your favorite movie, or to go see a new movie, read a new book, try a new place, try a new restaurant, try a new hotel, make new friends, call up the ones you lost touch with. This holiday season and all throughout the year, take the time to say, am I doing enough for me? Am I sleeping enough? Am I exercising enough? Am I eating right? Am I calling the people that I love? Am I surrounding myself with good people? Am I trying? The things that I set out to achieve this year, have I done it? Have I worked toward it at all? What have I done to make my life better? What have I done to improve myself? What have I done to gain? Answer those questions. It's not about what you buy and how much of it you have. It's about how you treat yourself and how you treat the people around you. So, whether you're celebrating Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas, none of it, make sure that you're doing right by you. You're listening to your heart. You're listening to your mind. You're listening to yourself. And don't let life get out of hand. Don't let life get to the point where you can't function. Give your best. Love with all you got. Appreciate everything you got. And make the most of it all. Because your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, your economic health, your social health, all of it comes into play. All of it matters. All of it's important. So don't waste a moment in your life. Don't look back and say, I wish I. Just do it. Don't look back and say, I wish I. Do it. Live. Try. Do good. And don't ever give up. I look forward to you making the most of your holiday season. I look forward to you giving your best this holiday season. And I look forward to you trying your hardest this holiday season. But to do it all the time as well. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on this life. Give it all you got. And make sure that you make each moment count. Because each moment is precious, and the next one is not guaranteed. Merry early Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. I will talk with you on Wake Up Call this Wednesday, December 12th, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, featuring Sam Gardner, representative of the Camping World Bowl, where Syracuse will be facing off against West Virginia at Camping World Stadium on the football field on December 28th. So a little over 2 weeks before, Sam will be joining me on the show this Wednesday, December 12th, to speak on the game, the pairing, and so much more. You will also hear from a trio of Syracuse men's basketball representatives. You will hear my 10:30 a.m. special weekly segment every week live on Wednesdays at 10:30 a.m. with Coach Q, Quentin Hillsman of Syracuse women's basketball, and so much more. I'll see you tonight for trivia, and every Tuesday at 7 p.m. at the Press Room Pub, 220 Herald Place in historic Herald Square in Syracuse, New York. God bless you. Have a great day. And make sure that you stay close to wakeupcalldt.com. Facebook at wakeupcalldt, Twitter at calldt, and Instagram at wakeupcall_DT for special information, in-the-moment impromptu live shows, and so much more. Have yourselves a beautiful day. I love each and every single one of you. Stay strong. Mentally, physically, spiritually, economically, socially. Take care of you. And know that you should always choose to love yourself. God bless.